People are so weird, and social media has made the world even weirder ever since it came out. People judge you so quick and fast based on your appearance and based on your social media rather than actually getting to know your mind and soul. Like, what the hell happened to real connecting? Instead of getting to know people for who they are, people will prejudge you and not even get to know you or even pursue a conversation because you're wearing a certain thing. Your shoes might be dirty. You wearing something a certain way. You have a certain item of clothing on that they may not like. Your social media may look a certain way, so they make certain assumptions about you based on your social media, based on how it looks online. They decide who you are in their head based on how it looks and not who you truly are. They don't get to know your mind. They don't get to know your soul. They judge you on what they think of you instead of actually speaking to you in real life, face to face, and actually getting to know your personality, getting to know your soul, getting to know your mind. And people don't think of this stuff. Like, social media has made the world so weird and ruined real connections. And people not stopping and realizing, like, hey, this person walking right here that has on this certain color, or they're a certain height, or a certain size, or a certain race, I'm gonna assume that that person is a certain way based on those things, instead of like actually speaking to them and getting to know their personality, getting to know who they are. Because we all heard it before, looks can be deceiving, and looks are extremely deceiving all of the time. You may think somebody is this way and they turn out to be completely opposite based on appearance and also based on social media. Someone's social media can have a whole lot of followers, and people can think you got all of these friends, you got all of these people on your roster, you got just an amazing life, you make tons of money, you do this, you do that. People will assume that you're out of their league. They'll assume you're stuck up. They'll assume you're full of yourself. But you not once actually spoke to them in person, in real life, or at least a FaceTime call where you can see the person's face and see the emotions and see the expressions on their face and really connect with the person and see their personality, see their soul, see their mind, see the way they think. Instead, people will judge you based on what they think, what they assume, based on your social media, based on your follower count, based on your comments, based on your likes, based on who you follow. People will judge you based on everything in the world except for actually face-to-face connecting. And it's crazy as hell. I think people forget that real life exists. I don't want to hear nothing about you being scared to meet up with people, because there's plenty of public places in the world you can meet up where you will be safe. But people are weird. People forgot that real life face to face exists. Real life speaking to somebody, getting to know their mind, getting to know their soul, their personality exists. People forget. People will text you, look at your social media, look at what you wear, and completely make up who they feel like you are, and not once talk to you in real life, or at least a FaceTime call. Not once actually get to know your mind, get to know your personality, get to know your heart. Not once. But they will judge you so quick, easy, and harshly based on how you text, based on social media, based on your appearance. Texting is not real communicating. Texting is not real connection. I've met plenty of people who suck in texting. I'm one of them. I'm so disinterested in texting. I have no personality in texting. I'm just boring. I'm really straight to the point. But then in real life, my energy is completely different. I heard it a million times. Damn, I thought you was going to be like this and this. I thought you was this and this. No, I just don't like texting. Everybody is not a texter. Everybody don't like to text. Everybody's not good at texting. Everybody don't know how to put who they are in texting. Texting ain't real communication. That's not really getting to know nobody. I don't think people realize texting has just became a thing. in what, like the 2000s? That was never how you connect and communicate with people, yo. You see them face to face. You see their expressions. You see how they talk to you, how they treat other people, how they carry themselves, their personality, their mind, their heart. It's a simple fix, but people just have to be self-aware. A lot of people aren't aware of like what they're doing or like how it is affecting them. Like, you have to be self-aware, and that's hard to tell people these days. A lot of people just aren't aware of what's going on. They aren't aware of themselves. They aren't aware of like how they communicate with people, how it's just not going nowhere because you're not really connecting with people. You can't text people and judge them based on social media and their appearance and expect it to go good. You already made up in your mind who you think that person is based on things that aren't truly them, that can be deceiving. Like a follower count, how many likes they get, the comments they get, the people they follow, their appearance, certain clothes they wear. You feel what I'm saying? You already made up in your mind who this person is based on everything except actually getting to know them and connecting with them, getting to know their mindset, their heart, their personality. You judge them based on everything except what you supposed to judge them based on. I don't even know why people aren't aware of this shit. Like, having an old soul in this generation make you feel like you living in a world full of clowns. Like, you feel really alienated. Like, why people don't realize this? Like, you judge me based on how I look and assumed this is just the assumptions I get. I have a roster, I'm stuck up, I'm full of myself, I got a bunch of hoes, I'm probably not fit for a relationship, I'm probably not faithful. You said all of that in your head about me based on how I look because you find me attractive. It means that I'm all of those things instead of you actually getting to know me, getting to know my mind, getting to know my heart, getting to know my personality. You judge me based on how I dress, based on how I look. Oh, a certain piece of clothing means this about somebody. A certain style means this about somebody. A certain color means this about somebody. Certain kind of piercings, certain kind of tattoos mean this about people. You prejudging people based on appearance rather than actually getting to know them, getting to know their mind, getting to know their heart, getting to know their soul, getting to know their personality. Like, it's crazy to me when people do that. I don't even care. No, I'll be like, you're just not the person for me. And if it happens to you, just move on. Don't convince them. Don't try to change their mind. Don't even explain to them how that is not like a smart way to connect with people. Just move on. There's nothing you can do to save that connection. Like, it was never even meant to be a connection. It's just not a lot of people in the world who actually get to know you for you and don't judge you. Like, I understand. I'll be very honest. We all judge each other based on appearance. I know we do. We all judge each other based on appearance and based on social media. Like, it's just natural. But my point of this entire video is to not, because it's natural to just think of assumptions when you first see people. It's natural. I understand we all do it. But what separates you from just prejudging somebody is you still get to know them. Like, yes, I may prejudge somebody, but I think to myself, like, I could be wrong. Looks can be deceiving. It don't mean that that person is really this or really that. I'ma just still get to know this person because you never know. That's the whole point of this video. Like, yes, we all judge, yes, we all assume, but don't let that stop you from actually getting to know somebody and figuring it out for yourself instead of just judging somebody. Because 9 times out of 10, you might be wrong. Because looks can be deceiving. Social media can be deceiving. All I'm saying is don't let your assumptions, which is natural, stop you from actually getting to know somebody. Like, actually get to know them. You would be surprised. They might be completely different from what you assumed. Don't let your assumptions control your life and control how you connect with people. Like, your assumptions are not always correct. Don't let that stop you from connecting with people. That's why a lot of people aren't connecting, because we're assuming this and this and this about each other instead of actually getting to know each other, actually speaking, actually getting to know somebody's personality, their mind, and their heart. We're judging based on everything else and letting the judgment stop us in our tracks. Instead of like, oh, I made that assumption, but let me go over and talk to them. Let me still say something to them. Let me still send a DM. Let me still say, hey, I like your shoes. Hey, I like your shirt. Hey, you look nice today. Let me still say something. Let me still try. And that's another thing. People have egos and pride, and a lot of people don't want to try. A lot of people act careless, like they don't need nobody, like they don't want nobody. Like, it's just, social media ruined connections. It ruined love. But that don't mean it's the end of it. People just have to unplug and realize what I'm saying. And just realize like what's going on, and like change their behavior and understand that social media is making me think this and this and this and this. I should actually still talk to this person. I should actually still be around this person, get to know them, get to know their personality. I should actually still meet face to face with people and really get to know people. Don't let social media like control your life and control how you move and control whether or not you connect with somebody. Social media ruin real connections and ruin love, but that don't mean it needs to stay that way. I go by the name of eloseeoh. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video, all of that. And y'all definitely let me know what y'all think about social media and real relationships, real connections, real friendships, real love, real connections. Y'all let me know.